Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back once again to another disc golf video where we are going to be opening up the Royal Box 4 this time, okay? So we opened up the Royal Box 3 recently. That was the one that had the Hope in it, I believe it was called, the putter. We went out and threw those out in the field and got a good feel for them, and I loved it. So we're going to be doing the same thing with this box right here. Which I'm really stoked about. So a whole bunch of new discs in here, a lot of which I have never thrown before, so that makes me really excited because that means we get to go out and experiment and see how things fly, which is the best part about disc golf, is seeing discs fly. So we're gonna go through this thing. I am going to go ahead and pull up the internet as well, just so that I can look at some of the discs and their flight characteristics and all that kind of stuff. Again, I don't know what's in here specifically for my box yet. I've seen some people post on what was in theirs and all that kind of stuff, so we'll see what we've got in regards to color and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. Just like before, look at that color palette. Yeah. What? Okay. Nice little blue and white color palette. Looks super sick. Let's go straight in here. Okay, so I believe the other one only had 5 discs in it. This one has 6. I could be wrong. But yeah, so first disc is a factory second Rive. The color on this, you guys can see that blue is sick. And if y'all haven't felt this Royal Grand plastic, you're missing out. You've got to get your hands, literally get your hands on some of this Royal plastic. And if you guys have thrown this, comment down below how you feel about it. There is like no flashing, nothing. I already have a whole bunch of Rives, so I'm not like too excited about this. But I do love the disc, and man, I'm telling you guys, like the plastic is just unbelievable. If you're somebody with a good bit of power, you would love the Rive. Like, I'm telling you, man, this thing is nasty. It goes pretty straight. It flies kind of like a little more stable Raider. I feel like my Raiders are pushing straight and kind of turning over a little bit now, but that's because they're kind of beat in. And honestly, I kind of want to get one of these at that point as well. But it is a 13.503.5. So obviously a overstable disc. Next, let's snag this one. Ooh, a Maul. So the Maul, the numbers on the Maul are 7, 7. Wow, a glide of 7, speed of 7, -2, 1. So this thing is gonna be an understable beauty. And you guys know how much I love throwing understable discs, hyzer flips, manipulating the disc to do what I want it to do. Sidearm, stand-up, turnover, madness. This one doesn't feel too good for a sidearm disc because it's a little domey. I like my sidearm discs to be a little flatter. I don't know why. For those of you who throw a lot of sidearm, comment down below how y'all feel about that. But for me, I like it to be a little bit flatter for my sidearms. I feel like it's a little more secure. I can do things with it. But man, this thing could be fun. So speed of 7, so kind of a slower speed. You can still rip on it, and a glide of 7. So if it's super windy, this thing is going to stay up in the air for a long time. So you kind of want to be careful with that. But I cannot wait to throw this thing. That is going to be a fun disc. I can definitely see myself putting that one in my bag. Next, holy cow. The Havoc, and this thing is crystal clear. I'm gonna send this to the guys at Lore who do all my disc dies, and they're gonna make this thing look like a Jolly Rancher. Anytime I get clear discs, I always want to send it to them, but I'm about to do a whole bunch for the start of next season. If you guys don't know who Lore is, go look up Lore on Instagram and everything. I tag them on my Instagram. They do some really sick dies. And so this Havoc is going to look so sick. Let's see what the numbers on this bad boy are. So the Havoc, it's a 13.5, -1, 3. Okay, so that's a bomber. -1, 3. You can push this straight with probably a little bit of turn. I don't see I don't see me turning this over if I throw it flat and hard. I see it kind of panning and then working its way back around. So I cannot wait to throw this. I'll throw it in a field since it's clear. Gonna wait for it to get dyed up to throw it in the woods because I would lose this thing and that would bum me out. But yeah, this thing seems like it's gonna be nasty. Why are you focusing on the background camera? So 13.5, -1.3. Again, if you guys throw any of these discs or bag any of these discs, let me know. Okay, let me know. I would love to. I would love to know what you guys throw. Okay, next. Ooh, Chameleon Core. Oh, that's pretty. I want to get this one dyed up too. So, the Core. I have a little bit of a history with the Core. This was like my go-to mid-range when I first started like playing again and getting serious again. I love the low profile of it. It's super. You guys can see how thin that rim is. I love the low profile of it. It's a speed 6. So like you can get it out there for mid-range. It's a 6.5, -0.51. So very neutral flying disc. I have 2 of them in my garage. Maybe I start messing around with these again this off season just so that I can bag this sick one. You guys ever do that? You're like, all right, I guess I'll go back to throwing that disc because I got a really rad one. The Opto is going to be a little bit more stable, so I feel like this might be like an EMAC Truth. Feels good in the hand. Yeah, love it. Okay. I have a lot of mids in my bag, though. Like right now, I have the EMAC Truth. I got a Justice. I got an SPZ2. I got a Bounty. Like that's a lot of different mids. And a lot of different molds is the thing. Like a lot of times you'll see pros have multiple of one mold, but in different plastics. So there are different stabilities, different weights, all that kind of stuff, but they're used to one feel, which honestly is kind of smart because if you're used to the way a disc feels, but it flies different and you just know how that one flies, it's going to feel good in your hand. So Core, this thing is sick, guys. Woo, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Their chameleon plastic is nasty. Okay, now I heard about this. This is a Zero hybrid moonshine keystone, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know that I love my keystone. Now, one thing, this feels like it kind of is concaved. Like, it's pretty flat. I've got another keystone right here from Lore, and they feel a little different. Now, obviously, these are the Zero medium ones. Look at that. These are Zero medium, and it feels a little different. It could just be the plastic because this is Zero hybrid, but my buddy Lee is going to give me his from this as well, and I might throw these because the moonshine is going to make it a little bit more stable, which I'll like because just like I was saying about the different molds and whatnot, having a more stable keystone to give it some power, push it straight without it flipping over, could be pretty cool. So Zero hybrid might have this stamp wiped and have something done on it because it's moonshine. So that'd be rad. That would be super rad. But feels good. You guys know I love my keystone for putting. I love it for throwing. It's just got such a fun flight. It's got a really good feel. Love this disc. Absolutely love it. Super sick to get another one. Okay, and then now what you all have been waiting for. Oh my gosh, it's a beauty. I'm not even gonna feel it yet. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. Wait. No, you guys already know the keystone is. It's like an understable neutral putter. Already showed you guys Havoc, all that kind of stuff. Okay, the Glory. Look how pretty this dude. That finally Trilogy is getting some gorgeous plastic. I mean, y'all, just look at those look at these swirls right here, man. Look how pretty that plastic is, and with the blue stamp on it too. Like that, it's glorious. No pun intended. Okay, so what does it feel like? So it's definitely a fairway driver. Feels like an overstable fairway driver. Feels kind of beefy. Feels a little boxy. almost like a, I don't know, like a Felon, or like the, why did I forget what the Culverin? Almost feels kind of like those. Feels really good as a sidearm disc. I don't know about it as a backhand disc. Obviously, I'm gonna have to get out in the field and throw these. My buddy told me that to him, it felt like a little bit slower Felon. So that'll be interesting to see. Look at the swirls on the back of that thing. Feels good though. Like literally, if you guys haven't tried out this Royal plastic, you have to. It feels so good in your hand. Like legitimately, it feels so good. It's so comfortable. It's so grippy, and like just smooth. Like your fingers don't get, there's nothing negative here. Like anytime you buy lots of other discs, there's like a flashing here that if you throw a lot of sidearms, you get cut right here. You know what I'm talking about? These don't do that. Like they don't. It's just smooth. They have this new technology that makes these things amazing. So the Glory, really, really amped on this to get out in the field, give it a throw, see how it flies. Not going to replace the Felon in my bag, obviously. So if it's pretty similar to it, then I might not throw it. But yeah, it feels good. I'm amped on it. Out of these discs, what am I the most excited for? The Havoc, I think, is going to be a monster of a driver for me. Cannot wait to throw that thing. The Keystone, cool, but nothing like too unique. Core, will I switch back to throwing cores, especially with the speed and the glide on these things? Maybe. And then the Maul is going to be a lot of fun. Like a 7.7 -1.2, I think is what it was. That's going to be a fun disc. It's 176 grams, so it'll be a little more stable. And it's opto, so again, a little more stable. Yeah, I'm amped on it, guys. Comment down below what y'all's favorite one is. We got the Rive, the Maul, the Core, the Keystone, the Havoc, and the Royal Grand Glory. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know that y'all love watching me do all these box openings. Look at all these things. Yeah, I can't wait to throw them. I'm excited. I know you guys are too. Thank you for watching. I love ya. See you in the next one. Peace out.